The comeback was real in Week 7 as we took on the Huskies. We're looking at another loss into the fourth quarter and scored 17 points to win the game by 7. Now we head on to the Orbits, who are 3-3 at the moment. Obviously, division rivals as well. Get to play this one at home. A divisional game could be a primetime one. Be interesting to see if that's the case. Also, the trade deadline is among us. Kind of thought about maybe making a trade. Heavy rain at home. Interesting. Of course, rivalry game on top of it. No breakout, despite the fact that, yet again, another linebacker winning player of the week. 15 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. Keeps playing like that, and he could have himself superstar dead when this Super Bowl rolls around, which, of course, we're playing in, obviously. But before anything, before adding a potential player in a trade, I did notice a name I wanted to see to potentially add to the squad in Justin Shorter. I wanted a guy that's a little bit on the taller side, and Ezukanma kind of let me down. I'm thinking I add Justin Shorter to the squad here, who is, not the fastest, but he is pretty tall, and of course, his catching's really good. He has potential, and I want to add him to the starting, maybe 6, perhaps, but I'm not sure exactly where he plays, and we obviously will have to downgrade one of the players to our practice squad, or just straight up release him, which, it'd be kind of crazy to already get rid of Ezukanma, but, man, I don't know. I think it's going to be low Jordan Humphrey, though. We basically just got a 1-to-1 replacement who is obviously younger, so that's the route we're going there. All right, here's the squad, though. Obviously, Shorter is going to be on the squad, and it seems kind of crazy to automatically activate him number 2, but there's not much going on at wide receiver. Bell, he's okay. Cobb, definitely our best wide receiver. The rest, so many inconsistencies. At least Shorter, he's a tall guy. We tell him to run a curl, we tell him to run a go route. It doesn't take much to do those routes, right? So, obviously, with the size, it helps him learn a little bit easier because, it doesn't really need to even learn the playbook. Just freaking go and do big man things. And then here's the defense. Obviously, the morale's low. Even though we won our last 2 games, can we continue that, though? That's the big question. Obviously, we have those scenarios we'll go into in a second. No injuries for the Orbits. Just a straight-up roster. Let's see what that roster looks like, though. Kyler Murray is the quarterback. Joe Flacco is the backup, and Mullins at number 3. Running back Pollard, super speedy. This is potentially the most dangerous running back we face because we usually give up a lot of open lanes, and really all you need is speed against us. Gibson's not a bad backup either. Wide receiver, got some youth here. Garrett Wilson and Jerry Jeudy can definitely develop. Shakir can develop. Deontay Hardy's not a bad slot. Same with Scotty Miller. And then they obviously have George Kittle, so they've got some weapons. Left tackle's really good. Left guard, not the best. Center, pretty good. Right guard, pretty good. Right tackle, pretty good. But obviously, other than left tackle, it's a pretty old-looking O-line. Speaking of old, Autry, the left end, not bad, but for how long? Maybe a season or 2. Right end, don't even know what kind of scheme they're running here. It looks like 3-4, and then you got Granderson on the inside. Not the best, but a good block shedder. And then it's got to be a 3-4 because Jordan Davis is their defensive tackle. Left out as Boya Mafe. Quay Walker with Jewel at the middle linebacker spot. Not bad overalls, but Jewel is super slow. And then Shaquille Barrett on the other side. Cornerbacks, Garner. Sauce Garner's a beast. Steven Nelson, definitely on the slower side. Same with the rest of the corners. Cam Smith should really be the guy that's starting here. Does he not have he has day 1 starter, but he's not starting. Petrie, very good free safety. Strong safety. Hufanga's pretty good. So they have a nice young squad. They drafted how you'd kind of want to draft. But let's take a look at our scenarios here. We have a rivalry game and the forecast, which calls for heavy rain. Let's praise George Kittle. Why would you trash talk him? Just be like, hey, we know what we're getting into. George Kittle's a problem. We're going to try our best to stop him, but man, it is not easy to stop that guy. You're at best going to slow him down. It says, he's terrible. He's worse than Zach Kuntz, which statistically might even be true for all we know. But let's take a look at the heavy rain. Are we going to lose speed in all this? Pass the ball. Obviously run the ball. No matter what the weather is, it's run the ball around here. Everyone's put their helmet lined up perfectly. That must have took some coordination. 150 yards, but you also have to win. I don't know what kind of boost we'd get for it, but I just want it. But looking at their numbers, they're middle of the pack offense, which means to, I suppose, defend the run. And then their defense, Of course, they're one of the best defenses in the league, obviously. Run inside because that's what we said we're going to do, and it's raining hard. Upgrades. I'm going to go straight to Chris Rodriguez. We've been going elusive because we want to get his speed up. Going to try to get him a 90-plus juke move, maybe even spin move, we'll see. But obviously a superstar. Going for abilities, he gets one, but I don't think he's actually revealed yet. He's not. Because he went to superstar, his 89 snaps were only recent for some reason, but it doesn't really matter to us because those ability slots are going to be pretty bad out the gate. That's just how it goes. And then Cam Jones, pretty good play rec upgrade. What's his play rec? 72 now. That's actually not bad. Wooden off the other edge. We definitely need to replace him, but I mean, who doesn't need to be replaced on this freaking D-line? It doesn't even get a finesse. He's 70 finesse, doesn't even get a finesse upgrade with finesse. That's crazy. Improviser puts him at 61 overall. Obviously loses his in the zone thing. But 2 to short, 1 to deep, 2 to throw on the run is now 80 short, 79 medium. Here's the rain. Player spotlight, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Cam Jones? It is Rodriguez, actually. No touchdowns, but a really good 131-yard game with 2 big-time runs of 20-plus. Kyler Murray wearing number 10 for the Orbits. They got some talent. They got a pretty damn good tight end. They got a pretty damn good running back. They got a pretty damn good group of wide receivers. Their offensive line, I've seen worse, so their offense should really have no issues, but the rain may actually even help us in this one. And then obviously on their defensive side, they've got a couple of playmakers there too, but it feels like they have an identity crisis, which definitely could be a problem for them, but we'll see. We're a resilient group, and somehow we've finished pretty strong last couple of weeks and made a crazy comeback in this latest game. Obviously, Bagent really hasn't done super well. Our touchdowns aren't great, but we're just finding ways to win one way or another, and obviously the ground game has been strong for us. Going to keep going to that in this one, hopefully, as it is a rainy one with probably a ton of wind. Going to be hard to throw the ball. Of course, the Orbits will be getting the ball first, which we'll be able to really see what kind of game this is going to be based on how they play this early on. Don't know if I mentioned it, but 200 likes. We'll have another episode tomorrow. And, yeah, here it is. Let's get this underway. As it looks like Ayuk, who's there? No, Jerry Jeudy anyways. I always get those two confused. Jerry Jeudy is the return man, I believe. But here is Kyler Murray. Let's take a look at those numbers from the Orbits. It is a 10 touchdown, 8 interception. I mean, very mid. I gotta admit, very mid. We expect run early, so we are going to defend run early. See if they actually do run it. They do not. Get picked up perfectly. Inside, maybe. Takes it late. That was the guy we saw early, Garrett Wilson, gaining 15 on the first play. It took a little long for Kyler to get that out there, but with the legs, he was able to do it, and that's all that really matters. Now they have 3 wide receivers. Could still be a run, but obviously a little bit less obvious. And quick throw. Wow, that was quick, but obviously Kittle can handle it. 7 yards gain instantly. Smoke Monday going up against Kittle. Obviously a very solid tight end. Man, these throws are coming out here quickly. Garrett Wilson breaking off a couple of tackles and already 3 for 3 for 30 yards to the 42. From that 42-yard line, it will be a handoff. He's got the cutback lane, takes it, gets about 6. Last week, 81 yards, a touchdown for Tony Pollard. No Chris Rodriguez, obviously. There's not many that can be like him, but it's not a bad game, and obviously that could have been a down game for him for all we know. A lot of speed. He's really just looking for blocks. Which running back isn't, to be fair? Costin. And the run by Kyler. And instead of, kind of looking downfield, keeps his eyes down and takes a 1-yard sack. 3rd and 5, our first legit chance to get off the field. Trying to get to the running back, can't. And the throw is behind. This could be a punt because the wind and whatnot. And on 4th and 5, they're going for it. Holy crap. What's happening? Move him inside. Okay, I'm going to cover this guy and right to Kittle. I try to move him up a little bit, and I just missed him by a little bit. I doubled him. Then again, I'm pretty bad at, mid-adjustment, doubling. Is it A button, I think? I don't even know. And perfectly blocked. Safety gets beat, but Malone chasing him down nicely. Gains 4 on what could have been a lot worse. Can't believe they went for it on 4th and 6, I suppose, or 4th and 5. Even the punt isn't a guaranteed good punt. But the field goal for sure not. And the timing on that was good. The throw is not. Riley Moss had a chance at a pick. Too bad for him that he was tightly covering his guy. 3rd and 6, move them all over. Oh, I got beat. I thought I was going to go towards the inside. I thought he fumbled it. And speaking of Malone, injured hammy. He's getting it worked out on the sideline. Should be, you know, kind of a middle injury. Jakaris McKinley now in. And I can't cover him. And the throw is bad. Once again, this could be a lot to do with the rain and the wind, slippage. But there's a calf strain. That should have been a catch, and it probably would have been a touchdown. He had a little bit of momentum. Tight end. Get out here for Kyler. Can't catch him. He is so fast. Gains a lot. 7 on the ground. He's moving. Running the blitz. Could be a scramble. I got beat. I didn't get beat as bad as Pollard on what appears to be the safety Hicks. The Omaha Orbits on the board first with a touchdown. Pollard, don't get to see who he actually beat on that play, but yeah, it was Hicks. Orbits do have a pretty good offense, but 4th down conversion, 4th and 5 conversion to be exact. Wait, Rodgers has Olave and Tyreek Hill with Dameon Pierce? Damn, they're probably one of the best teams in the league at this point. And taking one of the best, Tyson Bagent. Of course, Bagent's number is definitely not great. 9-11. Inside job. Shorter, ironically enough, not very short. First snap as a Bison, and there goes Kuntz. Perfect throw, great catch to the 48-yard line. You know, Bagent's already a pretty inaccurate quarterback. What if the rain actually makes him, like, accurate? Because it, like, counters his over-aiming. I don't even know what that means, but I said it. Oh, nice. Trying to slow down for some blocks, but Caleb Jones, obviously, we know, is a pretty slow dude because he is huge. But Rodriguez, 131 last week, already up to 9.5 this week. First try. We're going to go with the play action in 2nd and inches. This game could be won and lost by big plays. Shorter. There he goes. Truck him. Oh, I seen him truck a couple of times in practice, and Shorter gets a big play on his first catch as a Bison. Must have been 30 plus. That is not bad. Rodriguez on the inside handoff, and he's in. Touchdown drive. Just about better than their drive even. That was quick. In the rain. Question is, will the field goals be good? Looks pretty good to me. I mean, look how much wind is taking it. Obviously, we didn't go full power because you go full power and you miss, it's going wide by like a mile. But hey, even matchup so far, 7-7. Maybe these division rivalry games are going to be something special. Overran it, but obviously it made him go all the way across left and right, and okay little return, but I don't know how the hell he had that much time to work. We forced him like to move around, and our guy still kind of just like didn't finish. Looking at the players real quick just to see what we're looking at. And upfield, nice swat. Maybe he had a chance at a pick, but, you know, look at him push Shakir over. Hayes has got that about him. I mean, it's got to be a run. There's too many bodies not to. And Wooden heard our remarks earlier before the game started, and he's like, are you sure about that? Are you sure you're going to be replacing me? Bunch of hooks. Oh, deep over the middle. Not going to have it, though. Kyler Murray's going to run and get sacked for a loss of 2 with Malone returning to the game. Nowhere really to go. They brought a couple of blockers in there, a couple of block and releases in fairness, and this will be a punt. Defense actually makes the stop. Like to see that. And this punt is going to be short. Randall Cobb, at best, going to get back kind of, you know, basically where he caught it. Rodriguez, though, 6 touchdowns, about 600 yards on the season. He's having a pretty good season for a player that, you know, before preseason started, we didn't even know if he was going to be the starter. Looked like it might have been Roshan or Tyler Beatty. And we're not going to get out there losing 3. Well, we're basically forced to throw the ball now. We're going to go with something a little bit short. Or maybe we throw the ball up to shorter. Oh, my God, we got instantly rushed. I was still reading the field. I had no idea you was already in. It must have been a free rush because that was way too quick for me to read. I guess I'll never be able to see it. Yeah, it had to be a quick rush, but like an untouched rusher, but that was kind of crazy. All right, 3rd and 22. Probably should run a screen here, but And we're not going to be able to get it off. It was actually a 2-on-1 downfield there, but couldn't get the ball off. It will be a punt. I think we have the wind on our side. Oh, my Lord. There's just wind. I don't think there's any wind on anyone's side. No push, but the wind is going to take it kind of far out, but good job pushing him out of bounds. But, yeah, it would have been nice to see somebody get off their block. They dialed up a little bit of heat. That first down run going backwards that far kind of forced us into the pass a little bit. 1-on-1, and we overrun it by an inch. I even strafed, just like slow down, try to make sure we didn't get beat, and we still did. Also, hopefully I don't sound weird in this one, because my right ear is like, I don't even know, dude. It feels plugged up. I don't know if that's how that works. Oh, there's nobody on him. Slow down. I hate seeing that all the time, where you see the DB like not run up, but it's just like, I got to make sure I don't overrun this. He gets an extra 2 or 3, fair enough. If I miss, he gets an extra 2 or 3 points. Guaranteed a field goal at that point. Oh, Ika! No! Knock it out. Nice. At least, you know, he didn't hold on. Getting a QB contained on this one. Got a lot of receivers on this right side. Got to leave the running back. And even with the contain, I know it's not technically a contain. It'd be more of a spy to stop something like that. Just runs it up middle. I mean, that just felt like everything was free there. The receivers are open. The run lane was open. I mean, there was just no defense on that play at all. I don't know how the guys felt, you know, upfield, but we're out here. Good tackle, Malone. Second quarter, pretty even one. 7-7, they look like they're going to score, but we do get ball at half. Yards-wise, pretty similar, but run game not really doing much, even though that's what we're supposed to be focused on. Going to bring the blitz. Not going to press, though, which is a little debatable. Smoke Monday, maybe time the snap. Oh, we got blasted. And he's going to have the edge. 1-on-1. And we miss. Nice. Wow. Okay. All right, Khalil Shakir is he's cooking. He's doing a lot of like behind the line of scrimmage, short route kind of stuff. Take the ball the distance after the catch or possession, and yeah, definitely not our best work there. All right, Hayes on the return. Any touchdown's a good touchdown. Pretty good blocking all the way to the edge. Got about what we could to the 27-yard line. Rodriguez, you know, once again, we already seen him. Season stats are great. But what about this game? And we're going to go with some like crazy play action. Backup tight end overthrown. It's not Whitehart's fault at all. Although last week his interception route definitely was. I mean, they want to not give me the lanes. I'm going to be going for the play action. Fullback will take the underneath again. Stiff arm attempt. I mean, we're a little bit behind the sticks, but if you consider fourth down a down, you're going to go for it. I guess we're on par. Beatty on the outside. Tyson Bagent. Gotta have to take the hit. It's blasted. Who is number 90? Is that Autry? He's huge. That's Jordan Davis. Forgot how fast he is, but he is fast. Nobody's on the running back. We're going to keep going to that outside. I suppose we're not getting much. Their coverage is pretty good. Read option. Tyson Bagent already had a pretty big play with his legs to extend the drive. See if he can do it again. Oh, my Lord. And Beatty's not going to get anything. Gains a yard. It's just me, or is this defense looking, like, really good? This defense is looking, like, solid. Shorter. Overthrows him. I need Shorter to dive for that anyways, but he overthrows him. That's going to be a punt. Down 7 punt. And, of course, we're playing to the wind every time. Nobody can get off their rush. Aimed it even for... He's not even close. Doesn't take him out of bounds either. What a shot to the knees. Mauga. To bring him in a little bit. No, I don't want to be Ika. Oh, my. Nobody's on that one. It's a miscommunication from everyone. But you know what? Since we were beat, I don't mind it. He was probably like, hey, you don't need to run the whole route if the guy's not on you. They were miscommunicated. And one-on-one tackle, Weatherford. Lost it, too. What a play. Let's go with Weatherford on Pollard. It's probably pretty tough coverage. Oh, are we supposed to... Oh, maybe we're supposed to blitz. Covering him pretty well. Can't get him. Great D. Blasted by Malone. Got there with Weatherford. Did not allow him to roll out. If we're not there, I think Murray runs that for the first and then some. We get the stop after they get the stop. Complimentary football. Just need that to be complimentary on the blocks, on the Scoreboard. Coots on the double move. Oh, you got to be kidding. He dropped it. Wyatt Davis injured. I can't believe he overthrew that hard. And then, of course, dropped, thankfully. Saved hard on that one. I'm actually going to go left. I know it's away from the tight end, but the wide receiver's over there. Yeah, I believed. Nice stiff arm. Gains about 8. 2nd and 10 runs are always scary. Screen pass to see if they're reading it. If they are, we're in some trouble. If they don't, we get out there. And not going to take a hit just to try and make a tackle break. Just get safely out of bounds. Dislocated hip. If I'm not mistaken, that's actually a really big injury, no? We're going to go with the pass here because they might leave it. And I was just about to throw to Cobb. 7-yard loss on the sack. Don't get me wrong, those plays are taking a long time to develop, but at the same time, they're there. Of course, we're not even playing for the touchdown at this point. We're playing just for points. If we can get a lot of yards on this run, and we do, it's worth trying to get into field goal range if possible. It's going to be a long field goal, but at least there could be an attempt. Rodriguez out of the backfield. Little predetermined, but holds on. I thought maybe he had enough time to catch and run. Is it even possible to at least hit the field goal? It's 57. That's a lot in the wind. I have zero idea. Well, I'm going for it. That's pretty good. The wind is going to barely let that thing go. And if we miss it by even a sliver, that's a GG. I did kind of maybe kick it a little too hard against the wind, but you could see how far that thing went over left. I mean, knowing what I know now, the percentage of hitting that must have been like 10% or less. Because there was no margin for error on that. You know, I maybe aimed it a little too far to the right, but at the same time, if I aim it even 30% or more to the left from where we did, it's going left. And that was perfect accuracy. So everything factored in. It was probably less than 10% chance to hit that, and we hit it. We clutched up. Got to keep that in mind, though, if we have another opportunity. And pretty good hit, but it kind of gave him some extra yards. Figured if there's a double team tackle and we get a hit stick on it, you know, chance to maybe force that ball out. 3 minutes left in the second quarter here. They're in a really good position if they play this perfectly to take the double possession lead. What a catch by Kittle. He's a problem. And then not give us any time to work with it ourselves. They are going in hard, though, with the passing. But why not? It's working for the most part. Garrett Wilson breaks the tackle to the 41. All right. Perfectly timed, and there was a chance at a pick there for Hayes, who is a ball hawk. I don't even know if he ever really saw it, but he was in position. Let's go Malone. Malone's had a couple of successful plays. See if we can get it ourselves. We do get the rip move on the run. I mean, that's going to be a lot less yards than could have been if not for the pressure. Move Monday up. Barely get off to it. Oh, that's a wide open player. I don't know if we're going to catch him. We don't. And yeah, it's tough. Man coverage press didn't work out. Obviously went with the mid blitz. And it's kick deep. Be a really big opportunity to get some points back before half. Trying to bounce it, couldn't. To the 23. I don't want to do too much, and then, you know, instead of an 11-point deficit at half, it's 18. To the outside. Get about 6 to Cobb. Kuntz looks pretty open here. We'll see how they play this. Shorter. And terribly behind him. Obviously some pressure. Couldn't really get Kuntz. They actually kind of pressed him at the line pretty well. 3rd and 4, though. This isn't quite, you know, a mistake, but it still could lead to their points before half. Double tight end. See if we got anyone on this drag. And that's pretty good coverage. Holds on. That is a decision of decisions here. 4th and inches. It's a big play because if we get this, it extends the drive. Probably doesn't give them a chance. But if we don't, man, we got it. We're going to have to try it. And he gets a free rush off the edge, and then it's turnover on downs. Don't get me wrong, it's ultimate risk, but they've scored quicker than that 1 minute. They can easily score again. And now they're guaranteed to. Screen. We're on that. Oh, thankfully, 1, it didn't call PI, and 2, had a chance if we didn't overrun it. The O-lineman kind of got a chip on me as I was running through. That is unfortunate. Definitely a little bit of PI, if you will. And there goes Kittle slipping out. Getting all the way to the 13-yard line. A lot of time left with both timeouts left. We really need to make sure that this is not a touchdown. This could be a game killer already if it is. And it's overthrown. Oh, they're going to call PI, and it's picked off. No way. We ran him upfield too hard on the press. Oh, that's pain. I'm just going to argue that he saw the flag and knew it was a penalty, but man, that hurts. And nobody on him. Rolls into the end zone. Garrett Wilson touchdown. With only 11 seconds left. Maybe I shouldn't have blitzed there, but they were so close. I felt like give him time. He's going to get it in there. Come on, Hayes. If they're dumb enough to kick to you, make them pay. They're dumb enough to kick to you. Damn. Maybe a run, maybe a screen, but we're going to be entering half down 18 points. And I can't audible everyone because we have some in the zone thing. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I'm just going to let it happen. Wow, okay. Down 18 going into halftime. It has been an ugly one for us. It has been all orbits. I mean, we've been a little bit back and forth, but a couple of mistakes right at the end of that second quarter, and we gave them 2 touchdowns, and here it is, a pretty big deficit we are in. Been a couple of games since we've seen this bad of a deficit, but the rain definitely is not helping. More importantly, this offensive line is struggling, but let's look around the league. Maybe seeing other teams struggling will make me feel better. Not really seeing this. It's a close game between 2 opposite record teams. Herbert versus Love, same draft class. Then we have the Bulls versus Jets, 14-point lead. Oilers, I mean. Justin Fields, quarterback for that team. And then Armadillos versus the Mountie. No, the Dreadnoughts, not the Mounties. The Dreadnoughts and the Armadillos. It's hard to see. There was rain on the screen. Looking at some of the highlight plays, it's going to be all orbits in this one. Multiple, like breaking a lot of tackles, touchdowns, and just fundamental errors from us, unfortunately. Coverage hasn't been great either. Been getting burned by their elite playmakers. Well, here it is. 18-point deficit with ball. We really need to get at least 3 to start this drive. There's not that much time in the game to be messing around. Read option. Could have a little bit of a lane to run. And bouncing out is Beatty for about 8. Inside handoff again, Beatty. Gonna double team Jordan Davis here. Not really, actually. And we're gonna be a yard short. Stretch play, but there's like a billion players there. The last time we went with the dive, it didn't work. And nobody blocks the edge player. What is the fullback doing? Genuinely, where is he going? Genuinely, where is this guy going? Hello? I mean, it's been that type of game where we, like, pretty much have to go for this. It won't even let me audible the guy on the outside. Shorter, the new man. Gets blasted and holds on. Talk about clutch. Ezukanma dropped 2 wide open plays last week. Shorter just caught a tough one with traffic. Not really open, forcing that throw in there, not going to happen. And accuracy-wise, we really haven't even been that bad. It's just everything's been short, and even then, we're just got nobody open. Cobb, why would he sit down there? I don't even know if that was intended on the route. I think he just did that. Oh, it's an option, and he absolutely chose the wrong freaking way. I don't know why I feel like this is going to work. And I don't know why I did. I'm an idiot. It clearly pre-snap looked like it wasn't going to work, and I just believed in it for some reason. They have been ridiculously locked down. Beatty, please. Great catch. That was tough. Try to go for the possession, which I think they did give it to us, but he kind of weirdly hands caught it instead of just like catching and going down. If Kuntz makes the right call to like basically run a post. Jordan can't even get it off. Center almost freaking caught it. Not really getting much time to throw here, and nobody's really getting open on top of it. Shorter's open. That's a great throw. Perfect catch. Beautiful play. This play with Beatty doesn't look like he's going to go to the outside to block. Oh, he does. Oh, Beatty, somebody could have got second level. We'd had a touchdown. Good run, though. 9 yards. Inside handoff. We've been so bad on the ground this game. Especially on inside. Try to set that up. That ball is out there, but first down. At this point, how long this drive has been, it has to end in a touchdown. Otherwise, we have 0 chance. And he had a chance. Should have dove for it. Double drag. Try to set something up here. Tight end's open. Hits him. Kuhn's full head of steam. Couldn't really quite round the corner, but gets 9. That's pretty good. They're up to this line because they want us not to run this ball, which I understand. Bagent. Bagent doesn't do it. Bagent tries to fight. Can't get in there. I needed Rodriguez to block, and he just doesn't go for it. He's just greedy and wants a touchdown himself, or what's the story? I don't know if we get this. And Rodriguez fights in there. I mean, if that was his wish, he got it. And we have really struggled, but, like, I still think going for 2 here is not a bad call. Is this a... I don't know what's going on here, but, like, we should get this. We lost, like, 1,000 yards there. Would have been a 10-point deficit. Instead, we do, in fact, need the 2 touchdowns. Covering the running back. And we pick it up perfectly. And they're going to count as a rush. That hurts. Almost turned into freaking Charlie bit my finger. That hurts, Charlie. That sucks. From the 23. Deep over the middle, and sideline is wide open. I thought he was going to miss it. He kind of like, I don't know why. When he turned around, he looked like he was surprised the ball was there. It's not even Jerry Jeudy in the returns. Who has been returning the ball? It looks like Jeudy, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe it is Ayuk. Oh, they ran into each other. We'll take that. That's a them error, but we'll take it. QB contain. Been iffy in the pass rush department anyways. Outside, somebody get over there. Only way to knock him down that quickly is a big hit like that, so we went for it, got the tackle, and on 3rd and inches at least have a chance. Hicks! Great play. 4th and 2 with the loss, so they're going to go for it. They were aggressive earlier. It worked. And this time, they are not going to. We're going to go with the safe again, though, because I do worry that they could fake it. Not going to get much of a chance on the punt return anyways, because it's going to be pinned. Well, maybe not pinned, but no return regardless. Back-to-back weeks on the comeback, maybe. Spoke too soon for sure, though. And overthrown wildly. Bell is open, but right as you're about to throw it to him, just pressure gets there. It's a long developing play, though. I can't really blame anyone, but still. Oh, up the middle. Really good blocks. Rodriguez has an opening. Gets it to the 34, and now his stat line looks pretty good. 2 rushing touchdowns, 50 yards on 11 carries. Definitely an improvement. Jordan Davis is insane. He must have inside stuff. I can't like not double team him if we're running the ball his way. Lost of 2, 2nd and 12. Cobb overthrows him. Oof. 3rd and 12 is brutal. See if the screen pass is on. Desperately needed to work. He has to jump up for it. And if he didn't, he gets that. 4th and 5. I think you have to punt this. Defense did make a stop earlier, and there's still time. Punt should be pretty good, too. Nice. Hayes does a good job to get out there. And we're out there. Jesus. Blasted him. Man, if that throw wasn't bad on the screen, he gets it. He almost got it anyways. But he had to jump up for it. No way with that hit. All these hits and he holds on with no issue. Jerry Jeudy all of a sudden a goon, bringing everyone up to the line. They are not going to hike it. 4th quarter. We're down 12. Just need a wide receiver of some sort to develop. Quick out there. Can't get him. I don't know what the hell happened to us. Blitz time. Oh, I got freaking baited out there. Not that it matters. What a hit. Not that it matters as we were a blitzer anyways, but still. The play action was real. Oh, he holds on. Thought we had pretty good coverage across the board there. The big sucky plays, though, the pick that we had before half that was negated because we pressed him upfield. A little bit too far. Aww. I always go low because especially a guy like Pollard, it's going to break off the tackle like 9 times out of 10. Going low is like the only way to bring him down, it seems, but it's really hard. 8 minutes in the 4th. Really need to stop. Oh, I needed that pick. Good job, Jones, though. If we hold him to this spot of the field, Maybe we get off the field without giving up a field goal. We're in great coverage, and the blitz works. Wooden gets the sack, 3rd and 17. What do we do? I don't know if we bring the blitz. I'm bringing the blitz. Bringing the man blitz. I'll use our Hayes just in case they block the running back and kind of cover the middle of the field. I'm still going to cover the middle of the field no matter what. I'll leave Pollard wide open. Try to bump him. I couldn't. No way Collard's going to run it. Throw away by Kyler Murray. And this should be let go, but you never know. Thankfully, it didn't bounce back. 7 minutes left to try and outscore 12 points. All basically without the run game. Kuntz looks pretty open. Too busy covering shorter on that other side. And that's a pretty good throw. Great job. I kind of wanted that inside more, but hey. With this team, getting that first down is a first down I'm happy to see. In behind, wide open. A little behind him, but Cobb, easy play. Cobb is like the freaking slot master. This is something. Double move to shorter. And Tyson Bagent showing off some speed, outrunning Jordan Davis for 10. Gave everyone a lot of time to develop that. If Kuntz could just break open. This is going to be a throwaway. Barely. Kuntz locked up. Some other guys kind of looked like they were going to get open. Never did. Ooh, this play is sometimes pretty good. Let's see if we can get someone open. Kuntz, great throw and dropped. Oh, no. If we would have got that 2-point conversion as well, the field goal would mean something here. But we freaking didn't. Corral's dead. Take the drag. Seen him like a little late. I don't think the field goal does anything for us here. I think we have to go for this. Levels. This is tough. I predetermined the hell out of that. That's my fault. I saw him kind of sit down, kind of had a little opening, and I just forced it. Although I got to say, the only guy I would have had a chance at is shorter on the post, but the safety's on that anyway, so it would have been a miracle regardless. And nobody's going to cover him. Oh, my God. Kyler Murray is cooking us. We made such a good play with a linebacker in the middle of the field. We're going to run commit here. It's got to be a run on 2nd and 2. They're up 12. They don't even need to throw the ball. Nope, it's not. Oh, Riley Moss with the athleticism. He needs to pick that, though. They're going to make a mistake like that. You got to take advantage of it. Probably going to be another throw, but we're in on the blitz anyways. We got to stop it. Whatever it even is. Free rush. Got him. Would have loved to see that actually be sacked, but that's fine. That's going to be a punt. I don't know if he had his guy open or not, but we had to leave our guy uncovered, and it worked. Woo, overload. That was a lot to worry about. Randall Cobb. Can't really do much with it, but 5 minutes left. We still have a chance. Maybe the field goal did matter. But I don't know, I think everyone agrees that that was, you have to go for that. Didn't want to, but pretty much had to. And I'm just taking sacks here. Maybe had the deep in. Nobody's really open. It's taking a late progression read every time to find somebody. I mean, that's a late read. Back to the ball. Great job, but 3rd and 19. Back to the screen pass. The only thing that's really worked for us. And they're on it. Oh, no. Now we're even further back. Oh, no. Shot. Verticals. I do like this play a lot. We did actually kind of have someone on that wheel. He is open, and he gets bumped by his own guy, I think. Oh, he was open. Don't know if we hit the throw either way, but now it seems undoubtedly impossible to win. Run commit this time for sure. He's going to have all day to throw on a run commit. Yeah, that's going to be a GG, I think. Orbits came to play. We had opportunities, and we blew them. Rodriguez fighting really hard on that ground attack. Gains 7. Back foot like crazy. Hurdling. I like to see that. That was beautiful. Dagger, at this point, we're pretty much just kind of like playing for pride. Trying to make it look a little bit better. And that's just really good coverage. Holds on. Would love to see him hold on to that sideline one earlier. but he botted me. Can I hike it? Yeah, that's a good try by Bell, but it took so long for that ball to get there. This play actually works like often. Well, can't audible Bell, which is fun. Running back is wide open. Rodriguez. Unfortunately, the guy turns around just in time. Here up to the line. Hike! There's no way I can't hike that. That's freaking insane. We were at the line for a month. Literally a month long on the line there. Get about 9 yards. Hurry up to the line. I mean, we're asking for a miracle anyways, but rather a miracle than giving up. Would really love our guys to actually get to the line a little bit quicker, though. Oh, and I can't get the ball off. You got to be effing kidding me. Tyson Bagent's dead. Randall Cobb got open, and he just didn't have enough time to throw. He winded it up. Just get the ball there, man. All right. See if Sean Clifford's got the juice. Misses him. Oh, Bell's actually had an okay game, and he just can't get the ball to him. Nobody can throw the ball to Bell. This guy is... He's dying. He's thirsting for the ball right now. He is literally dying of thirst. It's insane. Kuntz. On the money. Holds on. Straight up to the line. Miracle still exists. I can't get it off to Kuntz. Trying to do too much now. I was like, I don't need to streak Kuntz because, you know, if we get the ball off quick enough, it'll act as a streak. Broken ribs. Broken ribs is crazy. Throw it away. Fumble. Linemen aren't going to go for it. They recover it. Does the field goal do something? Actually, we should kick this field goal. I mean, it does something. It gives us a chance. You got to get the onside kicks, but at least it does something, you know? See if we get an onside kick. It's actually not bad. Recovered, though. I forgot about the injury timeout. We actually don't have timeouts. Not that it matters. Needed the onside kicks to have a chance regardless. Touchdown would have just been for morale. Get in there and punch them. Yeah, it's going to be a GG. 35-19. The weather, the bad throws, the timing, no openings, bad blocking. It all combined for a pretty unfortunate L. Almost a double our score type of L. Going to give us a chance on this. Not really sure why, but... Cobb will return it for a little bit. Yep, that's the loss, unfortunately. Our little win streak we had is now officially over. Valiant effort, but what can you do? Orbits are a better team, and once again, the weather didn't play a factor, but they had to play it in as well, and that cannot be the only excuse made. The other excuses are that our team sucks. But that is, unfortunately, going to be that one as we lose to a division rival again. Let's look at the numbers. Obviously, Bagent had that interception, and Kyler Murray, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You're never going to win a game when you have that big of a discrepancy in the passing attack. Of course, Rodriguez was okay, just didn't have a big volume because we were down by so much throughout. They stacked the box early. Kuntz had a pretty good game like he does usually. Shorter with 62 yards, which is pretty impressive considering it's his first game on the team. Barrett with 2 sacks, Autry with a sack and a half, Granderson with a sack and a half, Jewell with a sack and a sack. Wooden, Malone, Orgy, and Weatherford combining for 3 sacks. Jewell with a pick, and those be the numbers. How long is Bagent going to be out for with those broken ribs? Let's find out. I mean, getting a quarterback injured is so tough. This offensive line should be proud of itself. 2 new injuries. Our guard is out too, it seems. Broken ribs, 3 games for Bagent, and 4 games for Wyatt Davis. That is many games to be lost. Obviously, we already had a playoff game, or bye week. Playoff game. Playoffs. We're talking playoffs? Of course, every team hates losing, and we suck. Nice. We suck for next game, too. It wasn't good enough to be bad this game. It's time to be bad next game as well. And then, of course, rivalry game. I mean, the weather or whatever. Wow, we get to suck again next week. Glad to click those 2. That was freaking fun. But yeah, maybe we look for a quarterback in free agency because 2 quarterbacks when you have an injury-prone squad and the line sucks is probably not the best safety measure. But we'll see. We also have the trade deadline, so if there's anyone we're thinking about maybe trading for, this would be the time to do it as well. Quarterbacks, got some names out here. Not very good names, but there's some names. Anyways, though, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I really do appreciate continued support on the channel. 200 likes, so I get another episode tomorrow. Obviously, I never really said what the stipulation for 200 likes was, but at this rate, it's basically I got to have enough time to record and upload it. I usually do an episode early, so technically that could be any time, really. But, if it's right at the last second, it's 200 likes and it's 2 p.m., it's okay, well, let's relax. But, yeah, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. Don't know if I would have had Spider-Man up yesterday or today or later tonight or tomorrow. One of the 2, 3, or 4 options soon enough. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya.